Oh, number 777, my gorgeous Torini, which means that right at the beginning of this week, do you know what? You really are going to have such a beautiful, such a positive experience, okay? And this is going to surprise you because it's going to be something that you did not expect to happen whatsoever. But it's going to be good, but it's going to be positive. And when it comes to this positive experience you're going to have, do you know, it's about this inspiration again. Something is going to inspire you so much that you're not going to be able to stop thinking about this whatsoever. And whatever inspires you, I really strongly recommend you to dive into this like immediately if you possibly can. But I don't need to tell you this because, as I said to you, it's going to be a positive, beautiful experience which is going to surprise you. And as I said, you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. And like about, maybe a day later or so, you're really going to realize that this means to you so much. Whatever you went through, whatever happened, my gorgeous Torini. And now you're going to find yourself in this element where you will really want to explore more. You will want to explore further. You will want to explore your options, when it comes to this inspiration you've had. And the more you explore this, the more you think about it, the more you will realize how much you actually want to do this. So it's all gonna boil down to the point where you're gonna realize that there is something that you need to learn. There is something that you're gonna need to practice. There is something that you're gonna need to learn, and I need to tell you that you are doing something so brilliant here. You are going to protect your life. You are going to protect your energy. Okay, and you're also going to set the boundaries when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to whatever inspired you in the first place. There is a reason why you were not able, to stop thinking about. There is a reason why you will not be able to stop thinking about this, my gorgeous Torini. Trust me, because there is so much more to it. This is not just something random. No, baby, no. This is this particular path which you need to follow, okay? This is to do with who you are. It's to do with your life experience. It's to do with your past life. And most importantly, it's to do with your destiny. And it's to do with your future, okay? So this, whatever you're going to feel drawn towards, whatever you're going to realize that you need to learn something about it, it's like a certain subject or whatever, this in itself is going to be so beneficial for your financial situation. This is going to turn your financial situation around within the next within the next few months. But also when it comes to you, you're going to learn so much about yourself within the next few months. You're going to learn so much about yourself, and you are going to realize how much you've actually changed, which is always brilliant. We need to get to this stage in our life. We need to get to this point, because the moment in time when we realize that we changed, we grew, we evolved, this is such a beautiful thing. It's like a blessing. And there is only one path that's intended for us after this moment in time, my gorgeous Torini. Do you know what I mean? It's about you expanding your horizons finally and moving on with your life. So all this is going to be so beautifully connected. So whatever is going to inspire you in the first place, you see, it's not only about money, it's about so many other things. But I really need to stress this again. I really need to say that, financially, oh my God, there is like a major achievement going to come out of it. And whatever this is, you're going to love doing this. You will be enjoying this. You will be enjoying yourself. And you're going to be thinking like, my God, why on earth didn't I realize this sooner? Why on earth didn't I realize this earlier? You know, this is what's going to be on your mind. But don't torture yourself, you know, don't bother yourself with these things, because sometimes we just feel, you know, this way. But maybe if you came across this like about a few months ago, you wouldn't even feel this connection you're going to feel now. And what am I trying to say to you? That you were prepared for, you have been prepared for this for a very long time. Do you understand what I mean? So now you are ready. Now you're ready. You know that your life is going to become so much more interesting after this moment in time. Your life is going to become so much more fun. And I know that some of you are going to find this so difficult, because, you know, to make a space for this, to make a room for this, because some of you are so busy. And I understand. You know, if you're like really busy, if you're a professional, you've got so much to do, you've got so much on your mind, you know, you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure when it comes to this if you're so busy, but you're not gonna be able to ignore this, you know. So the sooner you accept this as a part of your destiny, the sooner you're gonna be able to evolve with this as well. The sooner you're gonna be able to transcend, the sooner you're gonna be able to transform your entire life. But financially, as I said, oh my God, this is going to be one big, massive mama. Seriously, no doubt about it whatsoever. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Torini, still, you know, it's to do with, oh my God, this problem, this burden, this problem that was caused by somebody else, and something that you've been kind of annoyed by for a while. It's to do with this problem. It's to do with this burden that was caused by somebody else a while ago. Okay? And this particular problem, you know, was making you feel really down. This particular problem was making you feel really negative about yourself, about your life. You were very often worrying about your future, because this particular problem was also the beginning of all sorts of problems that followed. This is really to do with such a negative stage in your life. Within the last year this happened. Within the last year this happened. And I know lots of you made a really great job by ignoring this. That's what you need to do. You need to go forward with your life. You need to move on. You need to ignore this as much as you can. You can't just persistently think about a certain problem. Come on, it's not normal. It would drain all your energy, and then you would be left with nothing. So I know how people deal with this. Trust me, I'm very spiritual. I understand these things. But now, when it comes to this particular problem, you know, this has been making you feel so powerless, because subconsciously it was preventing you to be yourself. So subconsciously you did not want to take risks, because you were worrying. You were so sensitive without even realizing this. So these problems are even the worst. They're affecting us without us even being aware of it. And this is purely due to the actual karma that needs to end with that aspect of your life, with that aspect of your journey. And I'm so happy to say this to you, but there is a very surprising information you're going to have, very surprising message. This is going to blow you away, and it's going to remind you of this problem. And there is going to be such an important opportunity for you to resolve this problem finally. Oh my God, there is going to be such an important opportunity for you to finally resolve this problem that has been affecting you for so long, my gorgeous Torini. And I need to shout from the rooftops that you need to do this immediately. You need to act now. You must not waste your time. If you waste your time and you deal with this problem in like about 3 weeks time, no baby, no. It is not going to be resolved, I'm afraid. You don't want to lose your opportunity. You don't want to lose your chance. This is not something to play about with. You know, this is something that you need to do immediately. And I'm worrying, because I know that, as soon as you have this information and message, as soon as you become aware of this opportunity to resolve this problem, I know that almost it's not going to be on your mind like, oh, I'm going to do this now. It's almost like as it's going to be on your mind like, oh, I'm going to do this in like a week or a couple of weeks' time. No, baby, no. You need to do this straight away, immediately. And it's going to be resolved. And it's going to bring a big victory, a big recognition, a big achievement. And the bottom line is that this problem is finally going to be resolved. But you need to do something about it immediately. And if you are really busy, you still need to find a space for this, to deal with this. Okay? Put something else aside and do this immediately. And it's going to lead towards this, baby, towards your own victory. By the time you get to the midweek, what a fantastic week this is actually going to be. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Torini, there is going to be such an important possibility to make your dream reality. Listen to me, my gorgeous Torini. I don't say this very often. Honestly, at around the midweek, you are going to have such an important possibility to make your dream. Am I right in the middle? My OCD is like, oh no, I'm not right in the middle. Yes, I'm right now. Yes, sorry about that. At around the midweek, my gorgeous Torini, you are going to have such an important possibility to make your dream reality. Of course, I don't need to tell you what this is. I don't need to remind you of your own dream, If you forgot about this dream, you don't forget about your dreams, But if you forgot about your dreams, most certainly this possibility is going to remind you of this, So the bottom line is, at around the midweek, you are going to have such an important possibility to make your dream real. And I really need you to, oh my God, take this very seriously, my gorgeous Torini. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is going to be beautiful. Not only you're going to have this an opportunity, such a mind-blowing possibility, but at the same time, I need to be completely honest with you like I always am. This chance, this possibility comes once in a lifetime. All right. Okay. So this possibility comes like a once in a lifetime. So I just also want you to take this very, very seriously, because of course this is going to work out for you, and of course you're going to find this extremely, extremely rewarding. But it is to do with a certain a process which is going to take exactly 7 months. In 7 months time exactly, you are going to have the biggest surprise of your entire life, and you are going to find yourself on the major crossroads. But you will love this crossroads, and you will not believe what is actually happening to you. You will not believe what is coming to you. You will not believe the way your life is going to transform and the way your life is going to change. So that's why I just kind of hope that you will really kind of put this as a priority of one of your priorities, put this on top of your priorities. And because this is it's not only about you being able to make your dream real, it's just something that you wanted to do for such a long time, but it is gonna make you feel so much happier, so much more optimistic. You are gonna achieve something that lots of people are not able to achieve in their lifetime. But when it comes to you feeling happy, and when it comes to you feeling content, and when it comes to you feeling your life like never before and living your life like never before, oh my God, that is literally priceless, and this is why this is going to be so important for you to, really take very, very seriously. And also, when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Torini, you know, you really need to kind of take this very seriously, what this person is going to be suggesting to you. There is somebody very clever, very intelligent, you know, it's to do with this person who's very clever and very intelligent, and this person loves animals. This person has got a very strong connection to animals. This person is going to be suggesting something to you, something financial, something that's going to be so beneficial in such a way where you are really going to save your money through what this person, through what this person is going to be suggesting you to do. And I know that you will understand this, and because you're going to become really determined. It's really a lot to do with who exactly you're going to be talking to and who exactly you're going to be dealing with. You know, it's somebody very genuine and somebody who knows what they are talking about, and you are most certainly going to be aware of this. Not only this is going to be such an important thing for you to do, what's going to be suggested for your financial situation. It's not only to do with your money, but you will save money and you will be able to protect what's yours in general. You will save money and you will be able to protect what's yours in general through what this person is going to suggest to you, through what this person is going to try to tell you. And I'm glad that you're going to do this, because there is something really specific that you're going to do. You're going to follow this person's advice, and your life, it not only you're going to do the right thing, but your life is just going to become so much more practical after this moment in time as well. In terms of practicality, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, oh my God, I'm really worrying about it. You know, it's really to do with a specific person who hasn't been nice to you. This person hasn't been nice to you for a while. There is something not right with this person. Somebody not really nice. Somebody really kind of down, always down. Somebody who is not really genuine. Somebody who is not really honest. Somebody who is very selfish in so many different ways. And somebody who is having some kind of addictions in their lives. You're going to find out that this person is not who they say that they are. And I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm not saying that this is like one of the main people in your life. It's not like your partner, if you've got one. It's not like your family member, you know, for example. But it's somebody else, somebody who's not that close to you, but they are like kind of about, they are around. And you did kind of suspect certain things about this about this person. You did suspect certain things when it comes to this person, when it comes to something that they were like really dishonest about. So now at the end of this week, this is going to be proven to you. It's about clarity. It's about this confirmation that this person has been dishonest with you. And there were other things you want, and you're not going to like this. And there were other things, and you're going to be so grateful to God that this is happening right now, because there were other things you wanted to say to this person. And there were other things that you wanted to do with this person. But there were most importantly, there were other things you wanted to open up to this person about, and now you're gonna feel so glad, you know, that you didn't. But you really kind of need to do something when it comes to person like this, my gorgeous Torini. You really need to avoid this person, and I don't like doing readings like this whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? But you really need to avoid this particular person, because you're gonna protect your energy. It is really a lot to do with like such a low vibrational being, and now your vibration is rising because you are transcending, and automatically, you know, people like this are gonna start getting on your nerves. Like, with other words, you know, low vibrational beings are gonna naturally start getting on your nerves, and there is nothing wrong with this. But when it comes to this person, it's not only somebody who is low vibrational, but it's also somebody who is very dishonest and somebody who's never going to change. And it's better to avoid these people, because they can be really damaging in a long run to our lives. You know, you never know what they're gonna say, you never know what they're gonna come up with, you know. So that's why this is your sign to maybe avoid this type of person. Walk away from it. You're really going to protect yourself, you know, protect your energy. From now onwards, you know, just try to kind of surround yourself with people who are very kind of high when it comes to their energy, you know, who have got a very positive energy, very powerful energy, very strong energy, but positive, do you know what I mean? Who makes you feel good about yourself, opposed to these low vibrational beings. It's just a sign to try to like kind of walk away from this person, indeed. And also, my gorgeous Torini, at around the end of this week, oh my God, you're gonna discover something major. You are going to discover something major. You're gonna feel called to go somewhere and sort out something like urgently, something that you forgot to do, something that you forgot to do. You will be called to go and sort out urgently something that you forgot to do, something important, nothing scary, nothing horrible, and it's not even about whatever you're gonna feel called to do whatsoever, but it's most certainly to do with this experience that is somehow gonna be connected to that. Maybe it's gonna happen on your way there, maybe it's gonna happen there, and maybe it's gonna happen on your way back. At around that particular time, there is something you are going to discover. There is something you are going to discover, a major discovery, and you are going to have this brilliant idea. You will immediately want to start this new venture, and I strongly suggest you to do so. You are being so smart, you are being so wise, you are being so clever. This adventure is gonna be absolutely brilliant when it comes to every single aspect of your life. There is a reason why you're gonna start to feel really energetic right now. There is a reason why you're gonna start to feel really creative, because you are on the right path and you are most certainly doing the right thing. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and I'm gonna see what's gonna be a tarot card of the week, okay? I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and I'm gonna see what's gonna be a tarot card of the week. Well, there you go. You see this? Somebody is going to need your help. Somebody, I'm sorry, but you're gonna notice there is somebody very gorgeous in your life, gorgeous like me. No, I'm joking. There is somebody really gorgeous in your life. I've got Raphael's hair on my nose. There is somebody really, because it's hot, you know, so it gets really sticky, and then Raphael's hair ends up on my nose. Yeah, so somebody really gorgeous in your life, somebody like really beautiful, seriously, both in and out. You're gonna realize that that person is being tortured by somebody else. You need to step in, you need to step forward. You need to say what's on your mind. I'm not saying to you to say to this person, gorgeous person in your life, what to do exactly, but you need to say what's on your mind. And I can assure you that that gorgeous person is going to take this really seriously, because that gorgeous person is thinking very highly of you, and they're thinking of you as somebody who has got such an amazing life experience when it comes to several things, you know, so they will take you really seriously. You're gonna protect this person, you're gonna protect their life. And in the future, if you didn't do this, you would never be able to forgive this to yourself, because this precious person is being misled towards something rather dark, and you're the only one who can do something about it. So please do step forward. And karmically, this is going to get back to you like there is no tomorrow. Of course that you are going to have a karmic reward when it comes to this. You save the spirit, you save the soul, and this karmic reward is going to be incredible. And that's what I need you to also remember. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all three. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.